It can cause fear, panic, and even dangerous behavior.
And nearly 62% of all online content is now considered false.
When fear is activated, the brain prioritizes speed over accuracy.
And that's when I found out it was fake, completely fake.
Fake news is more than just rumors online. It's false or misleading information often dressed up to look real. It spreads faster than the truth, especially on social media, where every share, like, and retweet multiplies its reach. Fake news can be created for profits, politics, or pure manipulations. Algorithms push sensation stories higher, rewarding outrage over accuracy. The results? Millions exposed in seconds, but the consequences are real.
Every year, the percentage of fake news affecting people's decisions keep climbing. These aren't just harmless rumors. They shape elections, cause panic, and destroy reputation. I've been checking the networks spreading them, and the patterns are alarming. Just look at this. In 2020, around 38% of people reported seeing misleading COVID-19 information online during a single month. Fast forward to 2024, and nearly 62% of all online content is now considered false, or at least partially misleading. This is a jump from a few in 10 to almost 2/3 in just a few years.
Fake news is not just a matter of misinformation. It's a psychological weapon. When people are exposed to false headlines or manipulated stories, their mental state is put under strain. Anxiety rises, trust in institutions erodes, and individuals begin to question even what they once knew as fact. A recent global survey showed that nearly 64% of people have encountered false information online in the past week alone. Pandemics, elections, natural disasters, misinformation spikes by as much as 500% within hours.
I was scrolling the other night and I saw this post about a brand scandal, and it looked super legit. Like, it had screenshots, links, and even a comment section full of people saying finally someone exposed them. So I thought, okay, if this is real, people should know it. So yeah, I shared it. A couple hours later, a DM from a friend saying, "Hey, are you sure this is real?" Yeah, I mean, it had receipts and right? Except I decided to double check. And that's when I found out it was fake, completely fake.
During elections, it can shape votes. During health crisis, it can cause fear, panic, and even dangerous behavior. Constant exposure erodes trust in institutions, the media, even our neighbors.
Every year, the percentage of people exposed to fake news grows, and not by fractions. It's a climbing cliff, and we are staring right over the edge. I've handled cases from every angle: health scares during COVID-19, manipulated election campaigns, even riots triggered by false claims. The reach and speed are unbelievable.
When fear is activated, the brain prioritizes speed over accuracy, meaning people share information before verifying it. Stories like this are not unusual. In this case, long-term exposure to misinformation creates anxiety, confusion, and a mistrust in everything.
The next morning, I woke up and my notifications were on fire. Thousands of followers gone overnight. Comments calling me a cloud chaser, a liar, irresponsible. Some people even said, "I would never trust you again." I reached out to the brand, and it turns out they were falsely accused. They were already fighting it legally. And there I was, one more person adding fuel to the fire.
Beyond politics and health, fake news weighs heavily on our minds. It fuels anxiety, divides communities, and makes us question what's real. And when perceptions is shaped by lies, our decisions, the ones that matter the most, are built on sand. Think about how easily a false story can ripple outwards. One person shares it, then 10, then 1,000, and before long, it feels like everyone is talking about it. The danger is not just believing the lie, but how it quickly doubt spreads.
Some of these headlines go viral within hours. The problem is, by the time the truth comes out, the damage is already done.
When someone is constantly bombarded with conflicting claims, their sense of certainty begins to erode. The brain craves clarity, but fake news thrives on chaos. This can leave individuals feeling isolated and powerless. They may begin questioning not only official sources, but also their own judgment. And once trust is broken, rebuilding it becomes incredibly difficult. That is the hidden cost of misinformation, not just the falsehood itself, but the lasting doubt it plants in the human mind.
I deleted the post and I put out an apology. But you can't unring a bell. The damage was already done. That's what it cost me. Not just numbers on a screen, but trust. And worse, I hurt someone's reputation. Someone who did nothing wrong.
Over time, this constant flood of half-truth and fabrication chips away at our ability to trust what we see and hear. We start questioning reliable sources, and in that confusion, falsehood thrives.
People have been fined, jailed, exposed, but it doesn't stop. Someone always benefits. Scammers cashing in, political groups gaining support, advertisers chasing clicks.
Emotionally, fake news feeds on fear and anger. It activates our survival instinct, pushing us toward outrage or withdrawal. And behaviorally, the effects ripple outward, from people making harmful decisions about their health to communities growing divided by suspicion.
So yeah, lesson learned. Don't post just because it's trending. Don't share just because it's spicy.
Fake news seeps into our conversation, our community, and even our relationships. Friends argue, family divides, and society polarized. It's not just about information, it's about trust, identity, and how we choose to live together. That's why recognizing fake news matters, because if we cannot agree on what's true, we cannot move forward together.
That's why fact-checking isn't optional anymore. It's the only way to protect ourselves from being manipulated.
By slowing down, questioning what we see, and seeking reliable sources, we can protect ourselves. The human mind is remarkably resilient when it chooses reflection over reaction.
Cloud is really not worthy. In our future, don't believe everything you read. Think first, then share.